Hi, I'm Edina City Manager Scott Neal, and you're watching On the Job, a show where we introduce you to the city employees that keep Edina going and show you some things you can only see on the job. Hi, we're here on a construction site today with our residential redevelopment coordinator, Cindy Larson. Hi, Cindy.
Hello, Scott.
Thanks for having me today.
My pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on behind us here.
Sure. Today we're on site on a residential redevelopment project that's nearing completion. We're going to see various stages of construction throughout the visit today.
So what do you do for projects like this? Because you're not a building inspector, right?
Correct.
So what do you do for the project like this?
Well, building inspectors are going to focus more on the state building code. What I do is I focus on a specific section of our city code, okay, and that's related to residential redevelopment sites such as this. Okay. And I'm focused on the actual site itself, okay, versus the house.
And how long have you been doing this for the city?
I've been on staff for 3 years now.
So why don't we go take a look around the site and you can show me what you do here.
Absolutely. I hope you're ready to get your shoes dirty.
Yep, these are my job site shoes.
So Scott, what I look for when I'm doing an inspection are things such as erosion control, clean streets, parking. We want to be able to make sure that emergency vehicles can get through at all times.
So a lot of what you're looking at are a lot of the impacts that a site like this can cause, not the site itself, but the neighbors around the site, right?
Absolutely. That's what I focus on when I'm out on a site, is how can I make things a bit more peaceful out here during this phase.
Right. So we've got dumpsters, and we've got orange fence and rock and mud and a portable toilet. All of that kind of stuff kind of comes under your review?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So Cindy, we've got in Edina a lot of this activity going on right now in this part of our history. How many sites like this do we have going on in town at any one time? And are you visiting them all, in any day or week? How does that work?
Sure. Well, at any given time, there appears to be at least 100 open permits.
Wow. Okay.
Between demolitions and the new construction permits.
Okay. And so you're visiting them sort of at request, and others you're doing kind of all the time, probably.
I would say that my job is both reactive and proactive. So the reactive is responding to calls and emails that I get about specific sites, where I'll research them and then go out and inspect that situation. Okay. And then while I'm in that neighborhood, there's typically more sites going on, so I'll visit those proactively while I'm in the neighborhood. Okay. So it's really a mix.
All right, well, we've been here a long time actually then, so why don't we get going and see some other sites?
Sure.
Let's go.
Come on.
So Cindy, this is also a redevelopment site?
It is.
Yeah?
This one just wrapped up, sod over the weekend.
Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's done and ready to be occupied or sold then, right?
That's correct.
So Cindy, when you're we've got a chance to see some of the sites, right? And you must come upon violations of our code and just of common sense probably sometimes. What are your tools for getting people to comply with city ordinances? What do you do?
Well, per the code, typically we give a 3-day remediation period. And so with that, I would then follow up in 3 days after I contact the permit holder, follow up to make sure that they've remedied the non-compliant issue.
Cindy, you've made a huge difference in the lives of a lot of people, a lot of your coworkers actually, who deal with residential redevelopment in the city. We've got a lot of it going on. You're doing a great job, so thanks for your time and thanks for showing us how you do your job.
My pleasure, Scott.
All right. So you've been watching On the Job, a show where we introduce you to the city employees that keep Edina going and show you some things that can only be learned on the job.